Well, good afternoon, everyone. We're really happy to have you here with us. My name is Alibaeva, and I'm the director of the Master of Arts at Teaching program at the American University of Central Asia. Our program has been around for 5 years, and it is very exciting for us to continue to see new cohorts develop. We have the opportunity to work with a lot of in-service teachers, people who are already teaching, who desire to achieve their master's degree. Last summer, we were recognized by EdNet as one of the best pedagogy programs in the country, and so that was really exciting to be recognized for that work. Our founder, Dr. Tamo Chattopadhyay, began this program back in 2018, and this year we're really excited that about 16 graduates are preparing to graduate. So something else that's really exciting about our program is that we have a great partnership with the U.S. Embassy of Bishkek, and this allows us to provide scholarships for teachers who are teaching in public schools in the regions. And so that's a great opportunity that allows really any teacher in Kyrgyzstan to apply for the program. And so there's a lot of opportunities available to study with MAT. There's another scholarship through our Institute of Education as well, if you do not teach in public school, that you may be able to receive. And so today we just want to take some time and tell you more about the program. We have a couple of special guests that we want to introduce you to. And so the first one I want to introduce you to is Dr. Derek Furr. He's actually visiting from Bard College in the United States, and his program is actually our sister program. So I'm going to let him talk and share a little bit more about our relationship with MAT.
Hi, everyone. So as Elizabeth said, I'm the director of the MIT program and a literature professor at Bard College, New York. And 5 years ago, when the program here started, Dr. Tamo and I worked on it together. And there's a few features that the two programs have in common. One, there's a real focus on student-centered learning. Two, there's a focus on disciplinary competency, so that the candidates in the program study their subject area. And then third, there's a focus on classroom research. So the idea that you as an educator are studying the learners in your class and how they're learning, and then making changes based on what you find. And so this has been a really powerful partnership with us. It includes courses that we co-teach online, so that there are faculty from both campuses involved in the student life of both programs.
Thank you, Dr. Furr, so much. We also have another special guest with us. This is Professor Alibaeva. And Elisa, I would love if you could share with us what you value in the MAT program and what you find is particularly useful for our students.
Thank you. My name is Alibaeva. Now I teach in the program, but I also am a graduate of the program. And when I decided to pursue the Master of Arts in Teaching program, I was driven by a passion to learn some theoretical background, some useful tools, practical tools that can help me with classroom management, with effective delivering of the content. And I got what I was looking for, which I'm very excited about. Another strong component of the program, I feel like, for me anyways, was constant reflective practices. Working with a mentor, reflecting on what worked in my own classroom, really helped me develop professionally, and really helped me continue the process, because it doesn't stop. It's constant reflection. So these are the components that I valued the most.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing about your experience. And now I invite my colleague Zia Gol. She also is actually an alumna of the program, and she works with us now as a research assistant. And she's going to share her screen and give you some more details about how our program is structured and what you can expect should you choose to apply for this program.
Can you see the screen?
You choose your tab.
No, not
You
yet.
see top left, MAT presentation. Yeah, there you go. Mhm.
Hello, everyone. My name is Zilber Sabarova, and I'm an assistant at the MAT program. Now, I would like you to introduce to the program and give a little details about MAT. First, let me give you some reasons why you should be pursuing your master's degree with us. First of all, MAT is a blended program, so which means during the summer semesters we study offline here at the UCA campus, and for fall and spring classes are online. And fall and spring classes also have in-person components. So this mode gives our students to combine their work and their studies. Because it's blended, it makes it available throughout Kyrgyzstan and Central Asia. As long as you have stable internet connection, you'll be able to join from your place, from your country, from your city. And the next very strong component of the MAT program is, as Dr. Derek shared, it's practicality. So our students have chance to practice the things, theories they learn to apply to their teaching the very next day. And finally, upon successful completion, students can earn dual degrees. So one from Kyrgyz Ministry of Education and the other is from Bard College, New York. Here, you can see the structure of our program. So MAT is 2 years, 6 semesters program. As I just said, we start, unlike other programs, we start in summer. So summer semester is fully on campus. And for fall and spring semester, it's online. It's evening classes from 5 to 7, like approximately this time. And you can see the breakdown of semester for year 1, and the same applies for this year 2. And here, application deadline, we usually accept applications by March 1st, and we start accepting documents in November. So the period is from November till March of each year. And you can see my colleagues, Iconish, we close the work with applicants. So please feel free to email us, ask your questions. We will be happy to answer them. And I would also like to quickly talk about how you can apply. So for that, please, you can visit our website, so IO at the UCAKG, and then you'll see a button Apply Now. And before applying, I would really encourage you to prepare all of these documents. First, statement, CV, statement of purpose, application form, which is also available online, university diploma, passport photo, and 2 recommendation letters. So when these are ready, you can send us to our email, or you can send it to our email. And here you see our contact information. For your questions, please feel free to email us. You see our address of website, and please follow us on Instagram to learn more about our projects and news. Yeah.
Thank you. So we would love if you have any questions, feel free to ask those. And Malika, it's back to you.
Thank you. Ребят, если у вас есть вопросы, вы можете их задать. Профессора попробуют ответить на ваши все вопросы. So there is a question. Do we need to have bachelor's in teaching as well to pursue Masters of Arts in teaching? Is it necessary?
Is it necessary to have what? Can you say the first part again?
Bachelor in teaching?
No, you do not have to have a bachelor's degree in teaching. You do need to have a bachelor's degree. So we can also work with people who are interested in career change as well.
Is there any scholarship opportunities for the students?
Yes, we have 2 scholarship opportunities. So the scholarships are not yet set for next year, but up to this point, the U.S. Embassy of Bishkek has been a great partner, and specifically for public school teachers in the regions of Kyrgyzstan. And so hopefully, we hope that scholarship will exist next year as well, and that provides a full tuition scholarship for students. The other scholarship that we have available is through the Institute of Education here at AUTSA. So our master's program is part of the institute. The institute is looking in general, within Kyrgyzstan, different projects that are happening, excuse me, in secondary education in particular, but in education in general. And so that institute provides scholarships that can be up to about 50% of the tuition cost.
Thank you. So, question two. Could you tell us about practicums or internships for the students?
Yeah, sure. And maybe I'll ask a couple of us to talk about this. What we do is we call our internship a practicum experience. And like I said, a lot of times our students are already teaching in their schools, so you can use that teaching placement for your practicum. If you're not currently teaching, we can assist you in finding a placement. But the gist of our practical component is that you are conducting lessons, obviously in a classroom with your students, and you are paired with a mentor. And so the mentor works with you throughout a semester, or perhaps even over both of the semesters of practicum. And so you will design your lesson, you teach it, and when you teach it, you video record your lesson. And that way you can use that video recording to reflect. As Elisa was mentioning, you have many opportunities to reflect on your practice in our program. And then you meet with your mentor to really discuss that lesson in depth. And the goal of that discussion is for you and your mentor to figure out together what are your growth areas? What do you want to keep working on as a teacher? And so it is through the practicum that we see our students really think through, the skills or the strategies or the methodologies that they're learning in other classes in the MAT program, and they're working on implementing them during the practicum process. And with the feedback of their mentor, they are evaluating what makes, these strategies go well, how can they make them go better, how well are my students learning with these different choices I'm making as an educator. And so we find that that's a really important part of our program, and that practicum component is the second and third semester. You have to take prerequisite classes in the summer, and then you can take that practicum component in the fall and spring during the typical school year here in Kyrgyzstan. So I don't know, Ziogul or Lisa, do you have any further comments you'd like to add about that mentorship component or about practicum itself?
I would like to add that not only is it very individualized, because you're working one-on-one with your mentor and discussing your growth areas, but it is also it is also a very nice way, or it allows you to apply everything that you're learning in other courses, including practicum, because we do have some regular sessions in which we discuss some strategies that could be applied.
Great, thank you. Theobald, did you want to add anything?
Yes, maybe an example of what that reflective part looks like. At the end of the year one, our students make a video montage of their strong growth areas and weak areas. And this is a moment when they see, okay, this is where I was when I started teaching, and this is where I am now. So this is one of the visual evidences that like our students see as a result of their practice and in their teaching practicum classes as well.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that.
So there was another question. So upon graduation, for example, me as your graduate, what courses can I teach?
So our program focuses on secondary education. So you're thinking courses more of middle school and high school. And we also offer an option of a discipline course that you can specialize in. And so we have 3 disciplines. One is math. If you're pursuing math, you do need to have math undergraduate work in your background as part of your bachelor. You can also pursue social studies. And so that includes primarily history, but also geography sorts of topics. Or you could pursue literature. And so you will take 3 discipline courses when you are taking your MAT program. And so those are graduate level courses in that specific field. But then you also will take a teaching lab course. You take 2 teaching lab courses where you think through and learn about the methodology of how to teach that specific discipline. So when you graduate, you have a general diploma in teaching, but you will have that emphasis on that discipline, and that will likely align with your practicum placement and what you're learning in the teaching lab, which is where you look at methodology.
Thank you.
While we're waiting on questions, I'll just mention that as Dr. Furr pointed out, another aspect of the MAT program is the opportunity to research and look at, effective classroom practices, but also you have the option to do a larger research project looking at teacher attitudes or that kind of thing. And so today, even we were having our mock defense for our students who are preparing to graduate. As I mentioned, we have 16 students who are making that preparation. And it's just very exciting to find out what's happening in education in Kyrgyzstan through the eyes of our students and what they choose for their different projects. And so with those projects, something that's also important is that you get to decide what your topic is. Certainly it has to be within education, but the professors are here to guide you to make sure it's something manageable within the scope of the program, but it's a topic that you get to choose. And that part's really important, that it's your choice, because you work with it for 2 years. So you want it to be something that you're really interested in and excited about learning in depth in the program.
So what was the deadline for applying for the program?
Yeah, that's a great question. The deadline's
Deadline was March 1st, and we start accepting applications start in November, but we accept by March 1st.
And the semester starts during the summer, right?
Yes. Yeah, so this year, for example, our semester begins in June 12th. So we already have all of the applications for this year, and we're in the process of finalizing our cohorts. So it's very exciting. Our cohort sizes each year, we accept about 25 to 30 students. So we keep it small. And again, as Elisa mentioned, that allows us to have some more individualized learning opportunities for you. So at this point, if you're interested, we encourage you to apply for next year's cohort, summer of 2024. And that way you have time to plan and prepare everything as you wish to.
So the program language is English, not Russian.
Correct. The program language is English.
Ребят, если у вас есть вопросы, давайте печатайте в чат.
Another interesting feature of our program is that we love to have applicants from throughout Central Asia as well. And again, that's another way that the U.S. Embassy of Bishkek has been partnering with us, is to provide scholarships, not only for teachers in the regions of Kyrgyzstan, but also for teachers in other Central Asian countries. And so as a result, that means that your cohort, the students that you get to study with, may not only be Kyrgyz, but they could be Uzbek, could be Kazakh. Sometimes we have international students as well from beyond Central Asia if they happen to be in the region. And so it's just a great opportunity to meet teachers from a variety of backgrounds. And then teachers are in different kinds of schools, some public schools, some gymnasiums, some private schools, some private international schools. And thus, you learn a lot as well from the other students that study with you. And so that's a unique opportunity as well.
Thank you. Так, I guess there is no questions left.
Yeah. Well, we just want to say thank you so much for joining. As Diego mentioned, if you have more questions, certainly follow us on Instagram. Go to our webpage, ioe.auca.kg, or if you want to email specific questions, it's just ioe@auca.kg. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks, Malika. Bye.